Okay, so now that we are just gonna channel Neem Karoli Baba, and he will tell me which stories to tell to make points and things. I am moving forward in Renegade Yogi stuff, expecting that enlightenment slash shedding of the ego, which is complete freedom, is the goal of everyone listening to me. When I started Renegade Yogi, it's the same thing I always say. Every second of every day, you either choose victimhood or empowerment. And I started a separate group for conservative men because I kept getting all these clients. And they're totally different than the typical clients that I've had for 20 years. And so I created a space just for them because they don't, there's no choice. Victimhood is not a choice. It's not even on the table. So I point things out to them as a victim story, and they thank me, and then they move on from there. So instead of 1 hour meditations like I do on Renegade Yogi, I did one 30-minute meditation on their page. They have their own page. I split them off into their own page because the information comes through me faster for them, because empowerment is a foregone conclusion. But at this moment, and Neem Karoli Baba is going to help. Well, that's like a joke because he's driving the car, and I'm taking naps in the passenger seat and saying that he's going to help me. But that's what it's like. He's driving the car, so he likes using less words. And if people are going to choose victimhood, that's perfectly fine. That's absolutely fine. And if they are going to choose to beat the drum of victimhood as they see it for others and call it out for others, like, that's totally fine. But at this point in time, we can move faster and move the people who are ready forward towards the enlightenment that they seek. If we go from here with the expectation, the intention. So I set expectation first on purpose. It's holding the expectation, holding the intention that whoever's listening moving forward is also choosing empowerment, enlightenment. So we will be able to use less words, and the people who think that they can rescue others by beating the drum of victimhood, they are wrong, and they are following their ego mind, thinking they are good people. And they will be getting very sick. They will get very sick. They do not understand that as they point out victimhood or racism or anything, any kind of victimhood, anything that could be victimhood for themselves or others, the ego is very clever. The ego feels good about itself, pointing out where other people are victims and virtue signaling, and pointing and saying, look everyone, look what I found. This is terrible. I'm hating the right thing, but it doesn't use the energy productively to change the situation for the people who they're pointing at. So sometimes the people they are pointing at as victims don't see themselves as victims until they get pointed at and looked at and told they're victims. And then it gives those people something to overcome. Okay, so from here on out, we're going to move forward expecting, holding the intention that everyone who is still here, left in the room, is automatically choosing empowerment and moving towards enlightenment. And so we would just want to let you know that you're free. It's like an elevator, and you're free to get off at any floor and then get back on when you're ready. So your egoic mind will tell you stories to keep you, or to make you get off the elevator. Get off the elevator. This is getting scary. This person is bad. Okay. Things like this. That does not mean that I don't pay attention when people like this guy who is installing 5G. There's a video. I listen. I listen. I ask sincere questions, and then I do, my own research. So I look at what's happening in the world, and I learn what is 5G, what does that mean, what's going to happen, what's SAI, what does that mean, what's going to happen. Things, I do my own research. So I am not some little fairy sitting, begging everyone to be loving without a way to get there. I will be working towards making enlightenment and empowerment as easy as possible. We have to, at this point, treat it as a foregone conclusion and just take victimhood completely off the table, because we want shorter videos, less words, moving forward faster. Okay, love ya.